I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run. Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now. 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Second down and 10, Darnold. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And again this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Darnold. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, up and good. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose. Let's go. Do it.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Carr now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right down. 185. Walk tight. Tie it right.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Darnold completes it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got room. Jones breaking from the contact. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Crowder now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, it's Darnold. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Darnold now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
We won, lady. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I got it. 56. Mike, 56 right there. 56.
Faking the give, Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point up and through, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 9, check 9. Lady.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18.
Check, check. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Darnold from the red zone now. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Darnold to throw again. And he's got his man Hilton. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Montgomery. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle and following the pick six. And they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early and let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Here's Carr to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
New York set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Jets on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Double tight. 4 down.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 10 more there and another 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Leonard Williams, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
New York set to take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down now, it's Jones. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they try the right side here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Carr, and he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case.